Ding ding. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live. Do the dance here. Oh, do the dance. Here we go. Yeah. You can't see my feet, but I am really. Oh, you can kind of see my feet. Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome to Thursday Night Live. This is clearly not Dana. This is Lindsay Bollhofer, and she has very nicely agreed to sit in and hang out with us. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi, Ken. Hello, everyone.
And she is broadcasting live from her inner sanctum in the depths of where are you right
dungeon?
now? Yeah, it looks like you're in some kind of dungeon. It's just your pad.
Awesome backdrop.
Okay, cool. Well, lots of show tonight. Lots of show. We have breaking news. Another near miss happened. We've got some amazing video that's going to happen here in just a couple of seconds. Tonight, big prize. This is over a $200 value. Somebody's going to win the FLI-FLI or FLI-FLI drone dropping system. This is where you can drop soft animals on your children's heads, and that's all you can use it for. And it even comes with a little parachute, dude. So I got that to give away. Gonna figure out who wins the Instagram t-shirt prize. We've got the international candy exchange program still going on. So much more, but right now, let's go ahead and get to the sponsor that everybody loves. It's the people that keep the lights on. It is Pigeon Jerky, my friends.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky,
Yeah.
Pigeon Jerky,
All right.
And you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow,
Yeah.
and it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky.
Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. All right. Love that Pigeon Jerky. And you know, I've got, oh my gosh, I am Wedge right away with the $25 super chat. Thank you so much, Mr. Wedge. I appreciate that. Incentive for a good show, hit that like button. Yes, we would appreciate it if you would just go ahead and hit that like button. Now, we've got some breaking news that we should get to right away. But first, Lindsay, tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you. What's been happening over at your channel?
I finished the ring wraith costume, so I've got a lot of footage to edit. Hoping to have something ready for next week. So I have a little more space in my work area, but overall just making lots of stuff. And yeah.
You are very busy all the time with all kinds of projects.
Yes, I tend to take on a lot of projects.
Yes. For those who don't know exactly what you do, how would you explain it for first-time viewers of Miss Bollhofer?
Well, I make props, but overall, the channel, you kind of get the experience of making the props, so the whole problem solving and just the process, you know, the ups and downs. You can experience it without actually having to spend, you know, all those hours yourself doing it.
That's
and
right.
And that's also my portfolio, so.
Yeah, you don't have to burn yourself with the hot glue gun. She'll do it for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but first, Mel with the $25 super chat, 400 AGL. Thank you so much. And I guess it's not breaking news if it's already broken, but let's get to it.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
From the newsroom, it's all the news that you'd ever want to know about. It's Jeff Sills. Breaking news. Break that news, sir. What's up?
Yeah, we got some amazing stuff. So first of all, props out to Chris Hope for providing us with a brand new story.
Okay.
Just happened, or just posted today on a guy named Mashi Persian's YouTube channel. He recorded a very close call with a helicopter while flying his Mavic Pro Platinum in the Hollywood Beach, Florida area.
So this is the United States.
Yep.
And you can see that little dot back there? That dot's going to grow. Now, do we have confirmation that this is in fact real?
Everything so far is indicating that it is real.
Oh,
he had posted videos of a photo from this, and people said it was photoshopped. So he posted the video to prove that it was real.
Okay, I think we're going to watch that again in slow motion here. It's a beautiful day. Now, apparently they're both in legal airspace, and this is just
Yeah.
happenstance. But
Yeah,
look at that.
this is one of a prime example of how helicopters and drones share some of the same airspace in altitude. And so, I mean, there's nothing indicating here that either one of them was in the wrong. So this is just a close call. It's a near miss.
Near misses in aviation usually, could be hundreds of feet even.
Yeah, but calculate the amount of time from when you saw the dot to when the helicopter was on you, right? That's how much time he had to react.
Yeah,
and looking at this on a cell phone.
That's true. I'm thinking
you're not going to see it.
You're not going to see it until right about there, and then by then it's already too late. Now that helicopter.
And by then he's actually strafing to the left. So I mean, he did his job trying to avoid the helicopter. The helicopter obviously didn't see the drone until the last minute because it's a Mavic Platinum Pro, so it's teeny tiny.
Yeah, look on the helicopter here. There's I think that's a FLIR unit under there. I mean, any part of the helicopter hits a drone at that speed, bad things will happen.
Yeah.
But my goodness. So anything happened because of that? What's
on his page he says that nothing has happened. He doesn't indicate that there was any follow-up on it. He just says that he got very lucky that day.
Okay. Well, thanks for that breaking news.
Breaking news. Okay, so we're gonna flip over and give some credit to one of your favorites, Billy Kyle, who does articles for Drone DJ. And so the next news story is from him. I highly recommend going out and checking his articles, guys. Read a lot of his stuff. It's great stuff. So RoboTcan GoSock is a drone that has been developed to take down other drones in a very unconventional fashion.
Yeah. And how do they do that?
Well, instead of nets and lasers, it just smashes into them.
It's a smash up derby in the sky.
Yep.
And how does big drone keep from falling out of the sky itself?
Well, the blades are inverted. It uses multiple blades to be able to, compensate in case one of them fails.
Right.
And apparently it's all carbon fiber, so it's designed to take a hit.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. I have. Lindsay, thoughts on that? You work with carbon fiber. You're cool. You're just cool.
Watching it. Yay!
Carbon fiber is it that strong? It's brittle, is it not, Lindsay?
No.
Yeah, exactly. It won't bend as easily, but once it reaches its point where it can no longer hold, then it just snaps.
Right,
So
like
it's just
cement.
the type of you need.
Cement has great compression strength. Carbon fiber has good compression and pulling, but not so much lateral. It'll break or bend. It won't give. Anyway, I don't see that being
good for weight.
right. I don't see that being a thing, but it sure was cool to watch one drone ruin another drone.
It smashed into quite a few of them and was still flying, so they've done something right in the build.
Yeah.
All right, so on the flip side, for staying in the air, we know that Airbus, as reported earlier in some of our news stories, was building a Zephyr SHAPS drone to be able to fly extended hours. It was a solar-powered drone, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It did its first flight, and it blew away the world record by staying in the air for 25 days. Non-stop, no landing, no nothing, 25 days straight, which is truly amazing. So now they're taking the drone to Australia and putting it in an environment that is a little bit more, susceptible for what they want to do, and they're going to fly it for 100 days straight.
Whoa.
And blow away even more of a record. So if you can imagine a drone staying in the air for nearly more than 3 months.
That's too long.
That's a major achievement.
I'd say after 3 hours, you've already gotten your shot.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you're
moving
going to
on.
put resources on it like wireless service for emergencies and things like that, this is going to be a game changer for emergency response, disaster recovery, you name it.
Right.
So, You know, and also our drones that the military uses don't stay aloft that long. So
Jeff, let me ask you a question. You're a father of what, 17? You got quite a few offspring. And if you have a minute later, I can explain how that keeps happening. But so I'm sure in the middle of the night sometimes you've stepped on Legos, haven't you?
Oh,
stepped on
yes.
those things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I believe you have a really cool Lego story, do you not?
Absolutely, sir. So based on a design taken from the 6396 International Jetport Lego set, a couple of people have made a giant version of the Lego helicopter that actually flies.
That's awesome. And you can see there that the little propellers are actually on the legs.
Yeah, the body itself is built out of a foam used to recreate the Lego look.
That's really
Weighs a
cool.
little over 4.5 pounds.
But you can see this. Check out the scale of it next to the dudes. Look at that. That's a large
Earlier in the video,
thing.
they actually have the original helicopter sitting on the tail of it so that you can get an idea of its size as well.
Right
compared
there.
to the, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Very good.
It's that kind of creativity that I always love seeing in the drone environment, so that was a fun one to watch.
And what's next, Jeff?
Well, let's see. We'll finish off with a fire that was filmed in the Horseshoe Pass.
Oh, this
that
is
we have some
incredible.
just amazing video of.
Yeah. Now, normally, you know, average Joe isn't allowed to take his drone and film this type of thing, and we discourage that, obviously. But this is a police drone, is it not?
Yes. Yeah, and they're working in conjunction with the fire department, but the footage that they got of this thing is just fantastic.
Where is this?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is in Ireland. I'd have to go back and double check, but I believe it's in Ireland.
Wow. That is just incredible.
Yeah. Visually, it's just amazing.
Okay. Well, I guess that brings us to the conclusion of the news.
Well, as always, I highly recommend you guys to go out to the wiki page because there is stuff that doesn't make the cut that is really, really good.
Yep.
And to give you sort of a desire to go out there, here's your keywords. Popsicle by air.
Yeah.
Ash borer infestation.
What?
The Russian drone attack.
Right, yeah.
Thirsty cattle. And a dog with 2,000 young sheep.
Okay. What was that second one again?
Thirsty cattle.
Oh, what was the third one?
Russian drone attack.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jeff. I appreciate it. Hey, you want to hang around for just a second? Because I want to show some pictures that people have sent in. And I appreciate that.
Right.
If you want to email me, you can do that. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. Or if you want to send me actual physical stuff, preferably edibles, it's Ken Heron, 215 Baker Road, Huntington, Tennessee, 38344. So Brandon S., he's the guy that gave us the Tello to give away. He sent this picture of his Mavic Air with the eyeballs on it. That look nice. Look at them eyeballs.
Good.
Yeah. And this is from Dennis Lovelady. He got his eyeballs on his drone. And Glenn and Elliot Dawson from down in Australia. My good buddy Elliot. I forget how old he is, but he's a youngin'. And
Looking fierce.
Looking very fierce. So if you would like a set of eyeballs, they're available in vanilla and chocolate, in Mavic size and Phantom size, and also for a limited time, ginormous size. I don't know if you can even see, but that's how big the eyeballs are. And I have pigeon jerky, and I have vanilla and chocolate Heron logo. All for $10 super chats. If you send a $10 super chat for these decals, please email me, private message me with your address and remind me, because as I'm getting on in years, the old noggin is just, it shorts out sometimes, Drone
We
bomb.
got a set of the great big giant eyes, and my wife put those on her truck.
Drone bum says, late fee. Hi, y'all. Of course, there's no late fee. Or is there? You probably should pay it just to be sure.
He's on to something there. This is good.
Now, speaking of logos, this logo Lindsay made with her own 2 little hands there. This is, what material is this, Lindsay?
That's a TPU.
TPU.
So
I thought it felt like TPU.
Won't break ever.
Yeah. Now this was 3D printed. This part, and then you put this leather piece on, and
Yep. I was riveting gauntlets, so I just kind of went with that style for you.
Okay, cool, and I appreciate that. Now, there's a link in the description of this video if you want to see exactly how she made that. Then you can go ahead and check that out. Jeff, I want you to stick around for this next part because I know you'll enjoy it. You follow me on Instagram, don't you? You follow me on Instagram?
Absolutely.
Okay. By the way, that crackling sound is Lindsay's microphone.
Sorry.
And she's pretty don't worry about it, but she was like,
I'm gonna get my hair off of it so it'll stop crinkling. There we go.
Yeah, she was like, if I move it makes noise. I'll just sit still like this.
Yeah, just like that.
No, don't worry about that. All right, so Instagram, you can follow me. I think it's at ken.heron or whatever. And I posted a picture. I did a caption contest with a young version of me, and I think I look exactly the same. Don't you? Look at me with those 80s glasses. My goodness. And that's me with a goose.
Very serious, you with a goose.
Yeah. So I asked people to send me in some comments, and I was going to pick the best one and let them win a Heron Ariel t-shirt. It says Heron Ariel photography on the front, and then "bu" and "by" on the back. All right. So here are some of the best ones, and let's see if I can. Let me go ahead and I'll just go and resize this so you can look at this while I'm reading these. I'll just put that right above Lindsay right there. Boop, like that. Okay. Some of these are really good, and I appreciate everybody. There's like 70 of them, but I only read about a dozen. First really good one was, you quack me up. Next, you look so young in this photo, bet you feel like an old geisa. It's an abduction. Oh, thank you so much, Kip's Camera. $20 super chat. Thank you, Kip. Thank you so much. If that was for one of the decals, make sure you email me and specify which one you want. Of course, someone went, flack. What the duck are you doing, Ken? Take a gander at this. Oh. Yeah. 1980s called, they want everything back.
Nice.
That's great. That almost won. Let's see. Somebody said, is it just me, or can anyone else see the similarities between this pic and the famous one of Lee Harvey Oswald? What? Okay, so I have there's Lee Harvey, and there's me. Okay? And there's Lee Harvey and there's me. I don't see the similarity at all. Maybe if I rub my eyes a little bit. There's me, and there's oh yes, now I see it. Now I see it. Yeah. Okay. He was holding a duck for those who weren't paying attention. Moving on, just a couple more here. Where are you going to attach a camera to that goose? I guess you didn't have time to duck out of this picture. Mom, these bagpipes you got me don't sound right. Billy Kyle is flying again. Everybody duck. I like that one. I said I wanted a parrot. This DJI competitor is not all it's quacked up to be. I went out to buy some goose feather pillows, but I found they were so expensive I couldn't even afford the down payment.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Guess you were duck Ken your chores for a quick photo. Somebody just wrote simply prom night. No idea what that means. You can read whatever you want into that. I have no idea what that means. Although, if I look into the duck's eyes, I do see a glimmer. Perhaps she's looking back at me. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Dana's goose still has the plastic on. Yeah! That was the runner-up. That was the runner-up. 3 more. Third place winner was, and you don't win anything for third place, but third place was, I refuse to pay this bill. Second place was the bagpipes one. And first place, the winner, is... Release the Quackin'. Ha ha! Very good. Release the Quackin'. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's move on to some really cool videos. Or now it's up to you. I got some mail. No, let's show a video. I've got one. Oh, Drone Country, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. That's very nice. If you've just joined us, the prize tonight is the FLI-FLI or the FLI-FLI drone dropping system. I'll show a video how this exactly works later. You hook it up onto your drone, you press a button, and it drops stuff on people very gently. Okay, Eva Guerin from Germany sent a video in. She says, hey Ken, in my latest video you can see me orbiting in both directions. I learned that purely from your channel. Feel free to show it on Thursday Night Live. Best regards from Germany. Now, I'm going to try to pronounce the name of the town. Forgive me for being a dumb American. I mean, look at this. Look at that's okay. It is in, this is from Hundert Wassertum Abensberg, Germany.
Close.
Yeah. All right, so this is from Eva. If I can, oh, here it is. This is really great stuff. Enjoy. She always shows her drone taking off. I like that part. That is an actual real building you can go into.
That is amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
But why?
Well, I don't know. I think there was an artist that was building it.
That is a truly epic building.
That is the kind of building that just screams out, film me with a drone.
Absolutely.
Good job, Eva.
Great flying too.
Yeah. Wait, is that a spaceship or what is that? Would you go in there? Would you live in that?
Oh, heck yeah.
You would?
Oh, yes. Hands down.
Lindsay, would you live in there?
I mean, if it's got an elevator.
Yeah, right, yeah. It's really cool though. And again, the town is anyway, it's in Germany.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Eva. Appreciate it.
That is a crazy building though, man.
Isn't it? I mean, if I saw that building and didn't have my drone, I'd be very upset.
There's just so much to look at.
It is a feast for the eyes.
Oh man, but my kids would have a blast in there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go ahead and get the jingle singers in here.
Email, we get email. We get your email every day. Here's your mail today.
Well, it's not email, but it's mail. And it's awesome.
Snail mail.
Yeah. This is from Eric Waterbury. And he's in Arizona. And he writes, you know, I'm almost to the point where I need bifocals. In fact, the last time I went to get my eyes checked, the doctor said, have you ever thought of and I went, anyway, I'm not mentally prepared to wear bifocals yet. Although I will.
They have the seamless kind now. Nobody will know unless you tell them.
I know, but I will do this one.
Maybe you do already and we just don't know.
Yeah. I look under. I'm nearsighted, so I can't. Anyway, moving on. Oh, Michael W. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hello from Napa Valley. Cool. I hear they have a lot of winos out there. Hey Ken, Original Dobo, $10 super chat. Juan Wonka Bar. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, sir. Check out Ken's channel. It's a good channel. Not now, later. No, don't leave. Okay. Hey, man. I seen that you, and I'm reading this just as it's written. I seen that you provided me an address for things to be sent last week on the show, so I decided it would be cool to send you one of these. I print these as gifts for the holidays and for photographers and dronies when they get cool shots. This is a really cool still that is from one of your videos. I spent some time in Nashville last year and loved it. I will be doing a giveaway for one of these on my channel when I reach 100 subs. Well, take it easy. Keep up the good work. Sorry for the packaging. I know it sucks, but you'll just throw it away. Enjoy. This is from Eric, AR Drone Nerd. And this is when I flew Nissan Stadium, the Titan Stadium in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, I remember that video. That was great.
Yeah. It's a great picture, but this thing is really cool. It's metal.
Oh,
wow.
Neat.
I don't know how he prints that. This would get stuck in my printer. But there he is. AR Drone Nerd. What's up, Internet? Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate artistic type people like yourself, Lindsay. And you, Jeff, you're a news artist. I don't know if you knew that. You are a news artist. Let's see, what else? Oh. See, I don't want to forget anything. Like last week, I have to apologize. I forgot the viewer video of the week last week. Shame on me. Shame. Oh, I mailed a bunch of prizes and decals 4 days ago. So people in other countries, you'll probably be getting them soon. I know there's some of you that have been waiting for your t-shirts and everything, but I probably do a mailing at least once a month. I try to do that. So if they don't come right away, don't be mad at me, okay? And
well, just blame it on your assistant, remember?
Oh, that's right. Alexa, tell
Sorry,
me a
everyone,
joke.
it's all my fault.
What do sharks use as chew toys?
What?
Pretty much anything they want.
Let's give her another chance. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
Why?
Because it had one foot in the grave.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, Jeff, you tell a joke. I'm going to go ahead. I have to get a prop.
Oh, great. Yeah,
There's Jeff
I
with a
don't
joke.
have appropriate jokes, unfortunately. I was brought up by Blanche Knott as a child, and I guarantee you pretty much everything I know would get me in a lot of trouble with the YouTube censors. So.
Well, don't tease us like that. Go ahead and tell a joke. Everybody's got a joke on standby.
Okay, so a van's leaving heading to Las Vegas with a bunch of evangelical students in it, and as they're driving along the road, they pass around this corner and hit a wreck.
No.
Oh, come on. It's funny. It's got a great punchline. It's not anti-religion.
Oh, okay. Well, then go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so as they're driving along, they hit this rabbit in a road, right?
Yeah.
So all the students jump out of the van, they go back to the rabbit, they kneel down around it, and they start praying. And after about 5 minutes, one guy jumps up, runs to the van, comes back with a small little bottle, and pours it on the rabbit. To everybody's amazement, the rabbit jumps up, hops away, stops, waves, keeps bouncing away, stops, waves, and does this until it disappears off into the distance. And all the students are just amazed. And they turn to the van and they go, "What was that? Was that miracle liquid? Did you use holy water?" And he goes, "No, this is a hair restorer with a permanent wave."
Okay. That's good. I didn't see the punchline coming, I'll give you that.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That was the verbal equivalent of a speed bump. But you know what? Hey, I asked for it. I did ask for it. Okay.
You asked for it.
So very soon, right here on this here channel, in fact, it could be, in fact, I know it will be, sometime next week, I'll be giving this away. Yeah. What was that noise you made? What was that? You went, was that your stomach? Are you hungry? What's going on there?
No, I want a Mavic Pro bad. The people at the Apple store don't let me walk around with the demo model anymore.
Jeff, you don't want one bad. You want one badly. Did you not go to school?
Badly.
Yeah, okay. I'm a grammar Nazi.
I am out searching trees, digging through, forests and looking in lakes for one that somebody crashed someplace. I will find one eventually.
Okay. Well, it won't be this one. This one, somebody's going to win, and it won't be that difficult. It won't be that difficult. I won't make it that, it won't be that many hoops, but there will be a hoop or two. Just 2 hoops max. So look for this next week on my channel to be given away. Won't that be fun?
I would be very jealous, but it will be very fun.
Yeah. What are people saying in the chit chat? Anybody have a question for Lindsay at all? Anything? Nobody?
Don't drink and drone. You might spill some.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'll go ahead and show another video, and it's a weird one. Anybody watch that show? 8 out of 10 Cats.
What?
It's a UK show,
Yeah, no, I must have missed that one.
and it's really weird. But somebody sent me a link to this one part, out of context. I don't think even in context it would make sense. But I'm going to show it to you, just to show it to you, because it involves a drone and a pigeon.
Oh no.
Yeah. So enjoy. This is a clip from 8 out of 10 Cats, a UK show.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Well, I don't just have one dead bird. I need a. This one died in what I can only describe as suspicious circumstances. I was gardening. That's all I'm just saying. As he died, he looked me in the eye, and he just said, "One more flight." That's all I want.
He said that.
Well, in his eyes, and I was just about to chuck him over a wall when I saw one of these coming past. And
Well, you're very good at these.
I thought, I'll go on a course, I'll get proficient, and if we could have the music, please, just to set the mood.
And Inspire One. This is just weird.
See you,
The
buddy.
final flight.
See you rat piece of vermin blessed with flight. Mom.
I don't understand British humor. Monty Python, they ain't.
I was waiting for one person to make a dead parrot reference, but okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. And the time has come to say goodbye to you, Jeff, as our guest is going to be joining us. So, Jeff,
And bye.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
You as well. Okay. Now it's just us, the cool people. All right. Here we go. Let's call our guest. This would be no, that's not good. This is better. All right, Brian Siskind. He is a photographer and drone person, and he lives in Nashville. And I'm gonna try to blow up Skype now and try to bring him. Hopefully he's there. Name of his channel is Those Drones. There's a link in the description. Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's happening?
Brian Siskind.
Hello.
Is that how you say your name? Siskind?
It's true. Yeah, Siskind.
Siskind. Brian, Lindsay, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
All right,
Great,
cool.
how are you?
So,
I just want to say first right away
yeah.
that I've gotten some weird calls to do certain, types of drone gigs, but if somebody ever called me and said, "We need you to fly a fake pigeon around a TV studio," I would turn that down very quickly.
Oh, I don't know
seems
about
really
that.
Scary.
that's a resume patter right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in Nashville,
Yes, sir.
and you have your own photography company,
It's true. Yeah, it's called Those Drones.
Those Drones, and you're located right at the foot of that mural at the what is that building called again? What is that place?
So it's just the silo, I suppose is what people call it, but it's a 200-foot tall grain elevator that's been out of service, obviously, for probably 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the developer that's developing all this land over here decided to sort of save it, and then they got an internationally renowned artist to come and paint a gigantic sort of 150, 160 foot tall mural on it.
And if I was prepared, I would have some footage of that, but I don't, and I'm not.
That's okay.
So no, that's all right. So tell people a little bit about your business. What do you do on it? How do you incorporate drones into your photography business? Keep the answer under an hour, please.
Sure. I think that I think that it's a pretty organic process. You get a drone, you start to figure out what you're good at, you get better at it, and then people start to call you, then you get certified, then you kind of go about it. So for me, my focus really started on documenting what was happening with respect to gentrification around the neighborhood and historical properties and things like that, and then that led to some other work. So now I do work for film, I do work for various productions, I do commercial real estate, music videos, all kinds of odds and ends.
Okay, and you've aligned yourself with the Nashville, what project? What is it called again? Nashville?
The Nashville Walls Project.
Walls Project. And what they do is they go around and paint stuff, right?
Yeah, so they're basically curating the walls of the city. So as different businesses or different developers want to have different public art to happen, then they will commission. They have a vast network of international artists that they work with and local artists, and they basically work with the people to sort of say, here's what we envision, probably this artist or maybe that artist, and then they get that work to be done, and then and it's always something really big and something really fantastic. And
what drones do you own?
So I'm actually down to just 2 now. I have just an Inspire 2 and a Mavic Pro, and so I use the Inspire 2 mostly all the time. I use the Mavic when it's a situation that either I'm scouting a location or if I'm flying in a very tight space or something where I don't want to take a risk.
Okay, so as a business owner, obviously your drones are going to be insured, right?
Yes, yes.
So that's kind of what I want to talk a little bit about tonight.
Sure.
Is insurance. Not so much.
That sounds really fun. That sounds really fun. Let's talk about insurance.
All right, are you covered? Could you everyone, you could use a little bit more health insurance, couldn't you?
Right. What are you selling, Ken?
Not so much liability, but actually from damage for the drone itself. I tried today, in fact, to call Geico, which I have a lot of insurance with, and they don't offer it. And I asked them why, and they said, we don't know. And then I called State Farm, and I've been told by a lot of people that State Farm will cover. But there was a thing, and I talked to her at length today because I was gathering up serial numbers of my equipment that I wanted to insure, not just the drones, but everything for my business. Yeah. And she called me back and said, if it's a business, we can't insure you. But if it's just you and you happen to have a drone, they can. What is up with that? Have you run into that?
Yeah, I mean, they're just not prepared, and I think they're trying to find any way they can to just get you off the phone because they don't know what they're doing. You have to go to somebody that understands that, and so. So
is it State Farm themselves, or is it just that particular outlet?
I have USAA insurance for everything but my drone stuff, home, auto, all of that. And I thought, well, I'll go to them. And I ran into very much the same thing. I mean, I always start with where I have, a policy just to see, because consolidating things is generally better. But in this case, you definitely have to go through people that specialize in that. And they know what questions to ask and what things to clarify, because you have to get very specific about the value of the hull versus the value of the gimbal.
Right, right.
The levels of liability that you need, all of that. And prior to all that, I was using FLI-FLI, which is what a lot of people do.
Is FLI-FLI good? I mean,
it's great. I mean, it's super convenient. But I think that what happens for me, and I think what happens for probably a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, I think they're a great company. I've actually had great conversations with their CEO. I mean, he's a great guy.
And by the way, just let me interject very quickly. Verifly is they will insure, it's an app, and they will insure you on a per flight basis. This isn't like an annual thing. So if you're going to fly, like say over the Corvette Museum, when I did that, I was with Verifly for the time that I was there, and you can choose the amount of coverage that you need while you're flying.
Right, and you can declare sort of the radius in which you're flying, and it's similar to sort of an air map type of interface. The thing about that is just that, especially when you're on a shoot, you don't know what's going to happen. You get delayed, you have weather, you have hazards, you're waiting on somebody to do something else before you can do your shots. And so it's really hard to judge on an hourly basis what you're doing. You can do longer periods of time, and they've advanced that, you know, over the last several months. I think you can do up to 4 or even a full day.
So where would the cutoff point be? You know, where I'm sure people are wondering, should I stay with Verifly or should I go with an annual thing?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
And well, the other thing too is we're not talking about general liability. And please, nobody that's watching this take me as any kind of an expert. I'm just telling you what my experience is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be liable for your liability, but basically Verifly is essentially giving you insurance in case you hurt someone or break something. Then you have a separate piece that they can offer that's actually about your equipment and other pieces. So it not to be confusing, but the basic Verifly coverage does not cover your drone. It's just about liability.
Right.
And they have a general sort of policy that's a separate thing. Anyway, that just gets confusing for me. Even I can't really explain it very well to your audience. So, and for me, I just wanted something that was pervasive. The other thing that's not covered that I really wanted covered was theft. So if something disappears, I want to make sure that I can get another one. So
okay, and I wanted to.
I was just going to say what's really funny is that if you crash it in the water and it's not recoverable, that is not covered. If you can recover it, then it's covered.
Yeah, they're going to need the corpse. Yep.
Right, but if theft is covered, then maybe the ocean stole my drone.
Right, that doesn't make any sense either. Yeah. Now, Lindsay, did you take your 107 test already?
I haven't yet. I had to kind of take a little break on my studying because I kind of overbooked myself, but I'm going to get back to it.
Okay.
So I'm still a hobbyist.
Okay, but you're planning on being certified and making that an offshoot of your business.
Yep, I'll be getting there.
Okay, and
so I'll be looking into the insurance stuff too.
Yeah, what would you recommend for someone like Lindsay? Just go with Verifly, or?
I would say to start, that's a totally fair and good thing to do. Yeah, once you're certified, yeah.
Okay, good. And how hard have you been studying, Lindsay? Or do you think you're prepared for the test?
Not yet.
Yeah, my thing is sectional charts, and remotepilot101.com. By the way, if you use Heron 18, they'll give you 30% off if you want to go ahead and go over.
That's a pretty sweet discount.
It is. It's pretty nice, and they're very good learning resource. Now, Brian.
Yes, sir.
You and I were having a little talk on your porch last time I was there at your studio. It's a very nice studio. Is there any way you can move your camera and show us a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
I have podcast studio and a place to screen things. I have my drones. I have a bunch of music production equipment, and then if you look downstairs, there's a whole other area down here.
Look at that.
Wow.
Now
That's awesome.
I can tell you that
space.
That is a lot of space. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Well, don't get too jealous.
I got to say your bathroom smells fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's important. You know.
Yeah, you're not allowed in there again.
Yeah, I'm not saying it smelled great after I left, but anyway. So you and I were talking a little bit about your business and what it's like for you as a photographer in Nashville. And I guess the cost of to have a place where you are and not just do it out of your home. I mean, that's hard to recoup, isn't it?
I I mean, I got pretty lucky, but generally it's hard, and creative spaces are becoming very difficult to find for a lot of people in Nashville because everything's just blowing up. So it's a tough spot. It's not like how it was 10, 15 years ago, where it was a very approachable town for, startups and creatives and people like that. That being said, it can always be done, and I find a lot of value out of having a space because I can have client meetings and
yes,
I like going to work,
That's very important, and something that you may not even realize. This is what I wanted to get to is potential clients don't really, most of them I would say, don't put a value on what you can offer them with your drone because there's so much competition from people who aren't certified. Realtors in particular, they don't realize that you even have to have a Part 107 to make money, and so there's all these outlaw rogue drone operators, and they know a person whose nephew's cousin's doctor has a son with one and all this stuff. How do you here's what
I think. I'll just tell you what I think about that. If you think about when digital photography came out, when everything kind of went from film to digital, some people might be too young to remember this, but but when everything went digital with still image cameras, essentially, all of a sudden, if you remember, everybody all of a sudden was a wedding photographer. Everybody all of a sudden was an event photographer. Everybody was a portrait photographer.
Yep.
And so you had, for photographers, a very similar problem back then. I think it's just any sort of burgeoning or new technology that makes things easier and more available. There's this initial wave, I think, of people that, oh, did I drop?
No, you're still there.
Oh, okay. So there's this initial wave of people that, undercut professionals, but over time, that stuff sorts itself out. And so I think that my advice, not that I'm necessarily the arbiter of these things, but I always recommend to hold steady on your value and declare your value, because no one will do it for you. And even if you feel like you're getting sort of undercut by people that are not licensed or whatever, it's kind of this race to the bottom that's happening across the drone industry.
It's true, and that's why it's so hard to set your prices, because you set prices for what you think you're worth and not so much what you think they'll pay.
Right, and I'll just say that, like, for me, I would rather work with people that understand the value and appreciate what you're giving them that is perhaps unique. And that's really another part of it too, is that not all drone services or creators or whatever are all the same. And I'm not saying just by skill level, I'm saying by just sort of fit, client fit and customer fit is very, very important. And so you're just going to find people that you jive with and that you work well with, and they'll pay you proper value. And if you find yourself struggling with people to, if you're getting sort of blood from a stone kind of situation, just get away from it, and there'll be somebody else to serve them. But I think as people keep doing this work, the value of it across the board becomes more apparent. And so I just encourage everybody to, collectively sort of price things in a way that is meaningful and appreciative of work. I
Absolutely.
Can't stress it enough.
Yeah. Don't be a meanie. I'll say that. Don't be a meanie. And because what you're doing is you're devaluing the entire industry, especially in your area.
Yes, it's very dense over here now, and it used to be a novelty, right? 3 years ago, two or 3 years ago, there were very few people doing it. Now it's everywhere you go, and I would say, I'm guessing, but I would say at least half of them are not licensed. If you have conversations with them, you can just kind of tell, and so that's frustrating. But at the same time, from a liability, again, with the insurance and everything else, the standpoint of just doing things professionally, doing things correctly as best you can, it's really hard to keep up with all the regulations. And
it's true, and there's not a lot of motivation there because there's not anyone really policing it.
Right, and so I would say for me, it's just been about figure out what you're individually good at, what your strength is, and then just do it better than anybody else. Worry about differentiation. Concern yourself with what you're good at. Don't try to be all things to all people. And I think that over time, this craft will develop to where, like, that's the person to go through to for this or that.
That is very good advice. And now, as we approach about 10 minutes from being the first hour. This show is going to be 9 hours, by the way. Did you guys know that? I don't know if you knew that. This is going to be a marathon show? Okay, anyway. So right now, we do a thing every week called Would You Ride It? You've seen this. Lindsay, have you?
I know like this part.
She enjoys this in particular. This one, I'm pretty sure that I would ride this. A lot of these things you see where drones or quads are able to take on a passenger look like they would either decapitate you or just bifurcate you in half. But this one, this looks like it might be a little bit of fun. So this is called the passenger drone. I want everybody in the comments to let us know, would you ride it? Well, looks pretty stable. What do you think?
It's nice looking.
It is.
And it's also nice to put to the ground just in case.
Right. It's got those bouncy legs in case he falls. It looks like a helicopter, only with a lot more blades. Brian?
I would be all over it. Yeah, sign me up. I love it.
My problem with these things is always the safety features. Now this one, it looks like if one or two props gave out, it looks like it would still be able to land safely.
I think if you're concerned about safety, you know.
Take the train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you have to be built of you have to have no fear, and I would be all over that. Where is that? How can I ride one right now?
Yeah, I'm not really that type of personality that would. I'm not a bungee jumper, let's say, you know? I'm not going to go spelunking anytime soon.
It looks like Mario from the back with the straps, like the suspenders or something.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mario!
I can think from that view. Me.
Very good, very good. So, Brian, before we let you go and we continue with our insaneness here, what other kind of projects you got coming up for you? What can we see on your channel? And what... A lot of people don't realize that, Brian, you score a lot of your own videos right there.
It's true, yeah. I mean, really, my background is mostly in music over the years. I mean, once upon a time, I was just doing music production and all that for a living, back when that was, I guess, when people still bought music. But my current projects are, I'm flying out to South Dakota to film for 5 days on Saturday. The same artist that did this sort of mega mural over here is doing a massive project in South Dakota in a very small town of 750 people. So it's going to be a really neat project. And apparently this work of art that he's making will be the third largest work of art in the state of South Dakota. It's like Mount Rushmore, then something, and then this. So anyway, I've got that coming up. I'm super excited about all that. And it'll be great to fly in a space where there's just open, you know, no
Wouldn't
hazards.
it be fun to fly at Mount Rushmore? I mean, you can't, but wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
I want to do that. I want to fly. Anyway, there's a little
you can just probably once.
Oh, sure, you could do anything once. Yeah.
So yeah, I got that, and just the other sort of I'm working on some projects where they just required a lot of shots of Nashville for various things. So yeah, I got several different little projects going on, and some travel, and I'm super excited, and everything's great.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for taking time to hang out with us.
Thank you for taking the time as well, good sir. And do I get when do I get the gifts in the mail or the stuff that you promised?
Oh, right, all that. Well, of course, you'll get the home game. You can play Thursday Night Live at home, and of course, there will be the edible arrangement that will be sent to your house. I think it's on the 12th of February. Yeah, that's when you're getting it. So, anyway,
no, but seriously, thanks a lot, and Lindsay, thank you, and your audience is amazing, and thank you guys for having me.
You bet, and I encourage everybody to subscribe to both these guys' channels. Links in the description as we say buh and bye to Brian. Thank you, and bye-bye. Okay, now it's just us again. Cool. And I wanted to. There's a couple super chats that went by. Don't want anybody to think I forgot about them. Man, my voice is going. My fabulous voice, Lindsay. Testing
Is
1,
God
2.
trying to tell you you're talking too much?
Yeah, that's probably true. Drone Country, thank you very much. $5.55 super chat for show number 55. That's true. It's hard to believe we've done that many. And who else? There was somebody else. Oh, Rodney Bell, $10 super chat. I'm assuming maybe that's for one of the decals that we have available. If that's true, make sure you email me and remind me. Okay. Coming up on an hour. Lindsay, you got time to hang out?
I'm good.
Okay, good. We've got the viewer video of the week. Not going to miss that this week. International Candy Exchange. Talk about that in a minute. But first, Jingle Singers.
Now it's time for the next thing that's gonna happen. And here it is. Hey, we're giving away more junk.
All right, more junk to give away. Who is going to win the FLI-FLI? Is it FLI-FLI? I don't know. FLI-FLI, FLI-FLI? What do you think that says?
I think it's FLI-FLI.
Really?
FLI-FLI sounds like you need to get some kind of shampoo.
You're right. And it would make more sense because it flies and...
Yes, that too.
You're right. I've been calling it FLI-FLI. Anyway, well, that kind of blows up I have a question, but I'll still ask it because it's kind of based on the fact that I was calling this FLI-FLI. Somebody gave a super chat. I'm all backed up here. Oh, Stephen Thomas, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Pigeon Jerky says, Leo's Drones Aerial Photography, $1 super chat. Every little bit counts. Thank you so much. And Dennis Lovelady, thank you for your continued support. I think my payment is past due. Thank you so much. Okay, so the question. And the first part, you'll have to help me out with this. Because, like I said, I don't have my bifocals. I won't be able to see the chats go by. So, the question. First person to answer correctly will win the FLI-FLI. I do have a quick demonstration of how this works, in case you're not familiar with it. This is Dana and I, about a year ago, playing with it. Enjoy. Hey, everybody. Ken and Dana here.
Right here.
In an undisclosed location. Don't tell anybody where we are.
Don't tell anybody?
All right, go ahead and tell people where we are.
Soccer fields?
Soccer fields. And I've got a new product here. Is it FLI-FLI or FLI-FLI?
I like fly, but it's probably FLI.
And what this does, it attaches to your Phantom, and then you can drop stuff from the sky.
How in the world does it do that?
Through remote control and technology. And we're going to drop that
Awesome.
GoPro. I'm going to put the camera down. Oh, yeah.
What's it look like?
All right. All right, so we'll just bring this up.
I'm at 319.
319. All right. I'm coming up.
Could it do this with the GoPro
Coming
in a
up
water
to,
balloon?
Yes,
200
absolutely.
feet. I'm going to go to 200 feet, and you'll have to come down to me. All right, awesome. Awesome, here you go. If you can just kind of keep me in the shot. All right, you ready? Here we go. See if we can catch it. Yes! Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I mean, we hope you enjoy the video, right?
Man, I think, man.
I mean, after all, that is our goal. Yeah. So, somebody, yeah, that was a great fun, wasn't it? All right, so somebody's going to win this. Rick Halber, thank you for the super chat. Need a set of dark, medium eyes, please, Ken. You bet. Okay, so the question, first person to get this right in the chat will win this. This is a $200 value. I mean, if you're going to drop something from a drone, how are you going to do it without this, right? Okay, question is, for the FLI-FLI, how many double-decker buses can a FLI pull? Now, a FLI can lift a certain equivalent of its own weight. So, I imagine people will be Googling this. So the first person to get the correct answer to how many double-decker buses can a flea pull? They're strong little buggers. And
I mean, I'd hope, but I'd have to Google it first too.
Yes, I recommend the Google.
Okay.
Don't Yahoo anything. Does anybody use anything other than Google anymore?
No.
I don't think they do.
Not on purpose.
No, you're
Sometimes
right.
it accidentally pulled the wrong thing.
Remember that service? No, you're too young to remember. Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. We have a winner. We have a winner. AR Drone Nerd, I believe. Let me go back. Yes, AR Drone Nerd. Of course, I will double check this and make sure. But here is the answer. In case you're curious, fleas can pull 160,000 times their own weight, which is the same as pulling 2,679 double-decker buses. Congratulations. Wonderful. Now, Lindsay, because my voice is going and I want somebody else to talk for a minute, can you tell us now, not only do you do art stuff, and I don't mean to diminish it in any way by calling it just art stuff, but you incorporate 3D printing into your art, and you also fly drones. Old Drone Flyer, $50 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. In fact, by the way, Old Drone Flyer, he's the guy that donated this that we're going to be giving away. So thank you, sir, very much for making this possible and supporting the channel. So not only did he give us this, but he also this super chat. What's wrong with this guy? Is he nuts? Thank you for being nuts, Old Drone Flyer. We love you. We appreciate you being nuts. So I'm sorry. That's not an insult. We love him.
Say every day.
No, I know. Lindsay, what kind of drone do you fly? And when was the last time?
I've got a Phantom 4 Pro
right
now, and I haven't crashed it.
Oh,
yet.
Good.
Hoping to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Flying very conservatively so far, so.
Okay.
Getting used to everything.
What? So you're hoping to do what with it? Still photos, video, real estate photography? How are you going to incorporate this into your business?
Well, first I'm going to get really good at it. Then I'm going to get certified, and then while I'm doing that, I'm going to say exactly how I want to, make that into a business. It's kind of the plan. That's
a good plan. That's a very good plan. More people should have getting certified in their plans. So are you getting pretty good at it? Are you? Do you enjoy flying just for fun, or?
I do enjoy flying it now, but I like to. I'm really kind of focused on just. It's exciting to get like the images, like I get to look at it later, that kind of thing. So more focused on that aspect, and then just kind of getting used to just how to get the best kind of video. And then I haven't done as much with the stills. I've kind of been really obsessed with the video because I just didn't have a 4K camera before, so.
Yeah, and it does take pretty good stills as well, the Phantom 4 Pro. It's just a really great platform.
It's really awesome.
Yeah. So, just going over an hour here. I'm gonna turn.
Razzmatazz?
You're right. It's time for Razzmatazz. There was something missing. I didn't feel complete now with the Razzmatazz. Thank you for reminding me of that. I guess it's time to go ahead and see what kind of candy people have sent me.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, and this isn't actually good for someone whose metabolism has slowed down since he was 18, yet still eats the same as a 12-year-old. If you look at my cabinet at home, I don't have a girlfriend or a wife, so there's no one to tell me, hey, maybe you shouldn't eat that. It's just me and my dog. And so
there's no one else to eat your favorite snack.
No, right, yeah. There's just Chef Boyardee in there and all kinds of salty things. So people are sending me candy. I don't know how this started, but I really need to. I'm saving all of the addresses from everyone who sends me candy, and I'm going to go to the candy store, and I'm going to send you guys candy as well. If you would like to send me candy and participate in the International Candy Exchange Program, which is just darn fun, tasting candies from different lands, there's my address right there. And first someone sent me a big box of candy, and I believe this is from Japan and Israel. And these were good. They're gone. but these were a mini bit. And the problem with this is I don't read or speak Japanese, so I couldn't tell what the ingredients were until I went ahead and tasted them. And I tasted a lot. Now, this other one here, this is... Does this look good to you? The Japanese, Lindsay, have you ever been to Japan?
No, I haven't. I don't know even what to think about that packaging.
Yeah, they seem to want to put every color of the rainbow in everything. It's very, very flashy. But
Are
these
mushrooms?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what they were, but these things are individually wrapped. These are great. There's something about Japanese chocolate that are just is wonderful. Look at, hold on a second. These, it's like a little cracker.
Ooh.
Dipped in chocolate.
Oh.
Isn't that wonderful?
I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I've eaten all but this one to show you. And I'm going to eat that later for sure. But here's the letter that came with it. Dear Ken, we are your viewers. We are sending you candies that Daddy brought back from Israel and Japan. We are also sending you local candies from Oregon. We really like your show. I am 6 years old and like flying drones like you and my daddy. Please enjoy your gifts and God bless. Sincerely, J-I-A. How do you say that? Gia? Gia? I guess Gia, J-I-A. Right. Daughter of the masked droner. Cool. Thank you so much. Some of the other things in here that I'll share. I mean, they sent a lot. I was expecting, one person to send, one thing, but they really loaded me up. So many things in here. See, again, what does that say? It looks good, right? It says
it's milk balls.
It's XL, whatever. It's big, so I don't. Now these things, these were like coffee bean covered with chocolate, and I mean, thank you so much, Gia. Thank you. I know it's probably making a lot of you salivate, right?
Yes.
Well, wait until you see this box. Once again, I'll remind you, you don't have to send pounds of stuff, but it's very generous of you people. Look at this.
Wow.
I mean, it must weigh 10 pounds. And this one in particular, I work at a radio station here, and my coworkers, they're like, hey, did you get any more candy from foreign lands? Yeah, where is it? In the office. And so they're gobbling it up. This is from Rito. Hey, Ken. Hey, Dana. Playing the part of Dana today is Lindsay. Here are some candies from Switzerland. As I was in the grocery store, I took all the candy that are Swiss made. As I remember, Ricola and Toblerone are not hard to find in the States, but it would not be a proper Swiss candy box without these. These are 2 chocolate bars that contain schnapps and liquor. Best regards, Rito. Thank you. And he even sent chips. And I know this is a drone photography show, but you guys are so very kind, very generous, and oh, I didn't see this. It's a giant cookie. If you don't mind, Lindsay, I'm gonna.
Oh, it's nice.
This looks good. It says Flurgan, Glurgan, Flurgan. Let's see what Flurgan tastes like. Oh.
Is it like cream filled?
It's got like lemon
sandwich?
in it or something.
Oh.
Look at that.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a little bit of time with that box.
So when you have to, when you are ready to go and send everybody their candy in return, are you gonna go to the store and just buy it all at once?
Would you get the shopping cart and just? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Now I won't be sending an equivalent amount back to you, but Oh, let me ask you this. Hold on, I got. Gosh, I was gonna send people these. This is probably my favorite candy of all time. You know what that is?
Pez.
You know what Pez is,
have a
right?
dispenser?
No, I
Yeah.
don't have a dispenser.
You're supposed to have like a bobblehead or something.
I know everybody says you have to have a dispenser, but let me share with you how I eat Pez. Okay?
Oh.
I take a razor blade and I slit the top of
And a
it,
mirror?
and then I twist, and then I dump it in my hand, all of them, and then I eat it like that, all at once. One little brick of Pez, that's not enough. That's not enough.
You just need a dispenser then where you can put multiple packs in, and when it dispenses one pack into your hand at a time.
I think they have that.
Really?
I think they do. You know what? You're very good with plastic. You should probably 3D print a Pez dispenser, or at least the head. You could do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me share something with you guys that Lindsay made for me, and I've been keeping this in a very special place because I don't even want to use it. But this is a...
Well, you can. There's a replacement ink for it.
I know, but I don't want to mess it up. Lindsay made this.
Maybe just don't use it while you're eating the candy, you know?
True. I don't want to get a little sticky. But this is a TARDIS pen. This is a Doctor Who TARDIS pen. And you got to go to her channel and check out how she made this. Because even the little windows, you use what, a toothpick or something crazy little to... That my camera won't show the detail, but there's little... Even the writing that says police box on it. But it's wrapped in leather, it's very well made, and it comes in this handy dandy Union Jack carrying case. I will cherish that forever. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. I got some really cool videos to show you. You remember Matthias? I never say his name right.
Yes, just call him Matt.
Matt, good old Matt. Matthias Allring. He's an amazing backwards flyer. Now there's somebody that is going to give him a run for his money. It's a guy named names and places. Arnell Laxina Augustin. He sent this in. This is him flying backwards. He used a Mavic Air at the Mount Makiling Resort in the Philippines. This is truly stunning, and enjoy. Can you fly your drone backwards, Lindsay?
Yeah. In fact, I always want to after watching all of his videos. Like, I want to try that, but then I'm too scared to do anything past like a level 1.
Right.
I did finally have to turn off my sensors though, because I couldn't do the flying I needed to get the costume. Wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah,
oh my
this
gosh.
is pretty amazing, and you're exactly right. With the sensors on, you wouldn't be able to do this stuff.
Yeah, doesn't work.
Now watch this one. He even puts a little sound effect in it when he goes through this. I don't see how he sees it that far away. I can't. Here it comes. And
nice.
whoa.
No way.
Yeah, that is far away.
Ow!
I don't know how he did it. It's just
better glasses.
Yeah, skill and luck, I would say. Once again, that's Arnell Laxina Augustin from the Philippines. Now I gotta give hats off to Matthias, and I'm gonna show a video that he made. He's just such a skilled pilot. This is him, and I believe he's from Sweden. Yes, Sweden. This is him filming a BMW M3. This is on his channel if you want to check it out. This is truly stunning drone piloting. And he is in the car, by the way, doing this.
He's hopefully not driving, right?
No, he's not driving, no. Although I've done that. And you shouldn't do that. That's not... backwards. Now that's not a drone there. I mean, it looks like a BMW commercial, doesn't it?
Beautiful.
Matthias Allring. It's old Matt. I gotta wonder if he's speeding up the film, or because if he's using his Mavic Air, it's not gonna go that fast. I'm just mesmerized.
Yeah.
I don't think he can fly forwards. I've seen him try flying forwards, and he hits stuff all the time. He can only do backwards. But that's Matthias. It's Matt. It's Matt. Thank you so much for sending that in. I got a couple more videos that I wanted to share. And the viewer video of the week this week is, I can just tell you right now, it's from one of the Koch Brothers. I said it wrong. It's C-O-C-H, and I know if Mel 400 AGL is watching, it's his last name too, and I said it wrong, and you can imagine how wrong I said it, and well, I will not be saying it that way again. So the viewer video of the week in just a moment, but first, do you know what a maelstrom is? A maelstrom?
I think so.
I think it's one of those swirly things. It's some kind of water movement. Anyway, this is from Dane with a drone. On a trip to Norway with the family, I filmed the world's strongest maelstrom. And it has another word here. I can't. Saltströmmen. Every 6 hours, 400 million cubic feet of water runs through a 150-meter wide strait. This creates some immense whirlpools, up to 10 meters in diameter and 5 meters in depth. And this is video of that. It's really quite beautiful. I really need to get my passport and start going across the big pond and filming these places. Do you travel a lot, Lindsay?
Nope, not a lot.
No?
So busy, you know.
Yeah, you're very busy. Do you have a passport?
I do.
I don't.
Why?
I don't know. I gotta get one.
You got homework now.
You're right. You imagine being out there and then getting sucked up in that?
Oh gosh.
I think there's somebody there's somebody in a boat going. I wouldn't go through that in a boat.
That is gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Man.
Dane with the drone. Check out his channel. Beautiful, beautiful stuff indeed. All right then. It's just about that time to wrap things up. Thanks for hanging around. Is there anything else I forgot other than the viewer video of the week? Is there anything else I forgot? I don't know how many people are watching right now, but something happened. Let's go ahead and get Jeff back. I got to get Jeff back. This is catching by surprise. There is a little bit of lag, so he won't get the warning that I just said. Very often, I will scare him and he will not even have a shirt on when he runs. Please, Jeff, have a shirt on. If not for me, just for Lindsay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jeff Sill. Back again.
Howdy, howdy.
Do you throw a shirt on just for me?
Well, no, I was trying to dry it off. I went outside to help my wife set up the backyard for some guests she's having, and she decided to hit me with the hose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know the big thing that happened to me recently. It's been all I can do to not talk about it. I so desperately want to, but it turns out I have a benefactor, a big fan of the channel, and this person made something happen for me that is going to change a lot of things in my life and for the channel and for all of you guys. And so what I'm going to do at the very end of this, you know, after we say bye-bye, and everybody's chit-chatting, and the little girl sings Pigeon Jerky. At the very end, I'll come back for a second or two and give you a clue. Okay? Okay. But for right now, you got time to hang out there, Jeff?
Yeah, just for a few, sure.
Okay. This is the viewer video of the week. It's from Viggo Koch from Sweden. Link in the description. Swedish race drone pilot Viggo Koch shows how, with a little skill, you can get cinematic video from a race drone. Viggo and his brother Noah are well-known race drone pilots in Sweden. Links to their channels are in the description. Of course, I urge you to check them out. Right now, enjoy this viewer video of the week from Viggo Koch.
I love these guys.
This is truly stunning skill with a race drone.
Yeah, I've watched several of their videos. I love their stuff. It's amazing.
And the thing about race drones is they're built to take a beating. You know, they're not like photography drones. They'll crash and you can still use them. Maybe replace a prop, but
yeah, but he's doing cinematic stuff on this, and he's using a drone that doesn't have GPS stabilization or any of that mess.
Yep.
So he's having to do this all manually, and that right there is what makes this really impressive to me.
Yeah.
I could watch this for hours.
While eating a box of candy.
Yeah, I got enough candy for it.
You get popcorn.
Yeah, I have to get a forklift to get me out of the building, but
you know, I watch videos all the time, and I love watching the race drones where they flip and spin and they dive down the sides of buildings and stuff like that. But I would really like to see more videos like this come from that community, where they can show the true artistry of what those drones can do.
Totally agree. You gotta wonder, whoa. Gotta wonder where he is. Is he on the other side of the fjord, or?
It'd be cool if he was just in one of the trees there and just passed by.
You see him up there? He's up there on a deer stand or something. Wow. And
yeah, this is just, it's cinematic, and it's just one thing that you're never going to be able to do with a Phantom or any GPS stabilized drone. You'd never get that perspective.
And he picked a great time of day too, the golden hour. That is awesome. Thank you so much for sending that in. If you want to send in your video for viewer video of the week, everybody that I show for viewer video of the week will win a hat. Ooh, get you a hat. Look at that. There's ooh, everybody wants one of those. If you want to buy one, which is fine with me as well, you can go to heronaerialphotography.com. Shirts also available. All right. Jingle singers.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Lindsay, thank you so much for sitting in for Dana.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you taking the time. Dana will be back, he assures me, for next week's show. And Brennan from Droner will be on. Remember Brennan? B, yeah. And I've promised him that I will make up another song to sing for him.
I got the lighter handy.
Okay, good. Now, once again, there'll be a tease at the very end of this stream about the life and channel-changing thing that happened just today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
You're gonna love this.
Well, yes, absolutely. Thank you again, Lindsay. There's links in the description. Don't forget Jeff's news wiki. All the news that you'd ever want to know about drones available. Link in the description, and he works diligently on that. And we appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
So in a very non-dramatic fashion, I'll say buh.
And bye.
Okay, now there really should be some sort of majestic outro, but I'm going to go ahead and kill the Raz.
Yeah, gotta kill the Raz.
Gotta kill us, by us.
Bye bye.
And then that. But then people they still want to chitty chat, so I'll bring that back. And then oh, what the heck? I'll give him that. And gotta have the spinny thing. And then
there's a clock in there.
Yeah, and then bye. Love you guys. Mean it.
enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, the killer could process meat. I enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, a killer could process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.
Hey, are we back? Can they hear us? I think they can hear us. Lindsay, you there?
It's a secret.
It is a secret. Jeff is here. Hey,
Don't
guys.
let 'em know.
Hey, we're back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Somebody said happy birthday. Yes, my birthday is August 22nd. I'll be 30. I'll be 30. I'll be 52. All right. So now the big reveal, and there will be a video explaining, but I can't explain here. But I will explain this week. Okay? So I need a...
Wow, that is so cool!
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for subscribing.
And bye-bye.